Good evening and welcome to Poland Daily. I'm Nicholas Richardson and this is the news. European Platform Member of Parliament Radosław Sikorski earned €40,000 a month for unspecified consulting work, according to Brussels-based Politico. The revelations about the former foreign minister were contained in an article about a corruption scandal that has shocked Brussels. Among those detained was European Vice President Eva Kaili. She was charged with corruption, participation in a criminal group and money laundering. As the authors of the article point out, MEPs earn about €9,000 a month, and a quarter of them have additional sources of income. The journalists focused on the earnings of several MEPs, including Radosław Sikorski. The 2019 Declaration of Interest of one member of the European Parliament, Radosław Sikorski, stated that he earns €40,000 a month from business and consulting activities. He later claimed that this was untrue and issued a revised statement in 2021 showing earnings of between €5,000 and €10,000 gross per month for consulting, lectures and articles. The declaration did not include details of his consulting clients. Radosław Sikorski was among Donald Tusk's closest associates. It is in the interests of Civic Platform itself that its prominent politician disclose the sources of his extra income. It is quite legitimate for Radosław Sikorski to explain to the public what kind of consultations can bring in such huge income, because, after all, he participates in legislative processes on various issues, and suspicions may always arise that this is not about consultations. On the 11th of December, Vice President of the European Parliament Eva Kaili was indicted on corruption charges. She was alleged to have accepted financial benefits in exchange for influencing favourable decisions regarding, among other things, Qatar, which she has repeatedly described as a leader of workers' rights. Interestingly, the representatives of the Greek socialists attacked Poland for its alleged lack of the rule of law. In total, more than €600,000 in cash was secured during the case. Several other people were also detained. I was in Strasbourg at the time this affair broke out, and the most common phrase that came up was the tip of the iceberg. This is not the first time there have been irregularities in EU institutions. Interestingly, the head of the European Anti-Fraud Office, a body that was created to fight corruption, has changed twice in a year for unspecified reasons. Doubts about the OLAFA are also huge since the management is changing. It cannot be working well. The issue of doubts about Radosław Sikorski's extra income was raised earlier by Law and Justice MEPs. Annually, they could have amounted to as much as €800,000. This is a large amount, a very large amount indeed. When Radosław Sikorski worked in Polish public institutions in the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, there were rumours which said that he generally likes to live rich. That is why there are questions about the source of funding for this alleged consulting. On more than one occasion, statements made by the former foreign minister were downright pro-Russian. Sikorski criticised President Lech Kaczynski for flying to Tbilisi in 2008 after Russia's attack on Georgia. Among other things, the Civic Platform politician advocated a rapprochement between Moscow and Warsaw. Sikorski also suggested that the United States was responsible for the explosions which led to the destruction of the Nord Stream pipelines. And who could benefit from it? The answer is simple. The Russians benefited. Sikorski's various statements find immediate resonance in the Putin media, or the media hostile to the European Union, or various interests is plentiful. According to MEP Dominik Tarczynski, an official inquiry will be made to European Parliament President Robert Metsola regarding the mysterious earnings of the former foreign minister. Day 299 of the Russian invasion of Ukraine. Vladimir Putin is demanding that the army leadership prepare a plan for further military operations. This morning, Ukrainian anti-aircraft defences shot down 15 Iranian-made Shahed drones over Kiev. Anti-aircraft sirens also sounded in eastern Ukraine. Authorities are appealing to the residents of Poltava, Dnipropetrovsk, Donetsk, Kharkiv and Zaporizhia regions not to ignore the alarms. Defence of the border with Russia as well as with Belarus is also a constant priority of ours. We are preparing for all possible defence scenarios, irrespective of any attempts by anyone to force Minsk's hand, as this would not help them anyway, no more than all other sick ideas tried in this war against Ukraine and Ukrainians. Air defence capabilities are a constant priority for the Command-in-Chief's meetings. I am stressing this once more. Esteemed partners, by helping us to defend our skies, by providing us with modern air defence systems faster and in sufficient quantity, you can deprive the terrorist state of its main terror instrument. It would be one of the strongest actions which would hasten the end of the war. Russia would have to take steps to end aggression when it wouldn't be able to go on with its missile strikes. The battlefield in Bakhmut is key. We are controlling the town even though the occupiers are doing everything so that no undamaged wall remains standing there. We have new achievements in restoring lights and heating back to our people. 3 million Ukrainian people have had energy supplies restored. Yesterday it was 6 million. So in the aftermath of the terrorist strike on Friday, 9 million people have already had results in recovering lost services. Also, in the majority of towns hit by the strikes, public transport gets back to normal. I saw everything from the kitchen window. I did not go anywhere, but what can you do? Damn Russians. Bad luck to them, to put it mildly. It exploded again, but this time so that the walls shook, and I saw the flames from my window. It looked like it was above the 5th floor. I live on the 4th floor, but it was visible that the flames were higher than these houses. I heard the sound of a moped, meaning drone kamikaze. I looked, and there was this glow going on under the moped. And then 30 seconds later, there was a big explosion, and that was it. I sent my family to the bomb shelter and walked my dog. What's meant to be is meant to be. Putin will die, and all of them will die. We will outlive them. We will repair everything, and we will live long and well.
I lived through the France 1998 World Cup when I started watching World Cups. Today I was watching it with my friends and it's crazy. It's such a joy, I still can't believe it. I will never forget sharing it with friends, with family. This brings the people together and I'm really happy. I have no words. The match developed in a calm way, but then France tied with us and everything came down. This is inexplicable. I am 34 years old and I have never seen Argentina become champions. To celebrate it here with everyone and having the bonus that Argentine player Messi got the trophy, it's inexplicable happiness. I still can't believe it. I'm very happy. Argentine player Lionel Messi deserved it for a long time. I thank the team. I thank the team for what they have done. It's crazy. Look at this. It's the first time I've seen this. I think we deserved the 3rd star. At the beginning of the match, it was a bit of work because we were not in control. Fortunately, Kylian Mbappe, was there. Kiki scored 2 goals. Kiki saved us. Well, that's the game. That's the game. When a team loses during the penalty kick phase like that, during the penalty shootout phase, it's particularly upsetting. France played well. They caught up with the Argentines 3-3. This is not bad, but it's like that. It's soccer. You have to face your mistakes and correct them. This said, the players had a magnificent World Cup. Now we have to move on. We shouldn't blame them. They gave it their best shot. I really wish we won. It's sad, but that's soccer. At the same time, it was a superb match. We quivered a lot. We got off to a bad start. We reacted afterwards with, of course, the great Mbappe. We are knocked out, but satisfied to have fought well throughout the competition, to have never given up, to have always believed in it. We will get over it in the days to come, and everything will be fine. It's almost Christmas. I'm not really disappointed because both teams gave it their best shot. It was the best final I've seen in my entire life in terms of emotions. It was truly an emotional roller coaster. 3 goals from Mbappe. Messi had his best World Cup. Personally, I'm disappointed for France. It's normal. I'm happy with this World Cup, and I'm very happy for Messi, because he's my favorite player.
The Italian region of Umbria, also known as the Green Heart of Italy, kicked off its holiday celebrations with the Christmas tree-shaped displays on a lake in Castiglione del Lago and on the side of a mountain in Gubbio. An enormous floating display in the shape of a Christmas tree made up of 165 supporting poles, 7 kilometres of electric cable and 2,600 perimeter lights was lit on the waters of Lake Trasimeno on Saturday in front of an audience of tourists and locals. Gubbio lit up one of the world's largest Christmas trees made up of over 800 lights laid out on the side of Mount Ingino. The tree-shaped light display is 800 metres high, 400 metres wide, and the lights are connected by over 12,000 metres of cables. That's the news. Thank you for watching. Stay with us for the weather, Poland Daily Business and more programmes. But from me, it's have a good night and a better tomorrow.